Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Hoffman. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager here at Akeneo.
And I'm Max, Product Director at Akeneo. Super happy to be with you today. Today, we are going to talk about the App Studio. Many of you in the audience have to deal with hundreds of applications, and it's only growing within your organization, right?
1,295. That's the average number of cloud services per enterprise. 120 of those are for marketing alone. And we know for many of you in the audience, this is the landscape that you're dealing with.
If you are shifting from a monolithic architecture to a more modern stack, you want to take advantage of the most innovative and flexible enterprise technologies to manage and sell your products on multiple routes to market.
And it's more important than ever before to connect your applications in your tech stack in a composable way to create those great product, customer, and employee experiences. So ever wonder how Apple managed to have an app for that? That's because their partners and developers had an easy way to build and deploy apps using an App Studio.
So what is an App Studio? It's a low-code development platform where partners and developers can simply create and orchestrate cloud-native apps for the Akeneo App Store, where customers can simply install and activate the apps they need in a few seconds.
So let's walk through a use case. Let's pretend I'm a developer, which I'm not, but we'll go with it. And I want to create an app that allows my customers to send information about their product catalog from Akeneo PIM to a third-party marketplace meeting the specific requirements of that marketplace. Sounds like a lot of work. Max, could you show me how I could do that with the App Studio?
Of course, Sarah. To do that, you start by opening your App Studio. From there, you will find a lot of pre-built components, and you can compose your end-to-end app user experience from the data source to the data destination. For your use case, you may want to let your user filter and map data thanks to our pre-built capabilities. So that means as a developer, you no longer have to build from scratch this kind of user interface. The App Studio will do it for you.
That sounds great. Some of those pre-built components are going to save me a bunch of time while composing my app. So once I have it together, what else can I do with the App Studio?
After you compose your app user experience, you can enrich it with a bunch of app settings. Whether you want to publish your app publicly on the Akeneo App Store to reach all Akeneo SaaS customers, or if you want to deploy this as a custom app to have an app tailored for a specific customer, a specific use case, you can also deploy this as a custom app.
So talking about our customers and their use cases, I know that my customers like to get their hands dirty. So is there any way that I could let them try it out before purchasing my app?
Of course. So you can add a free trial in your app for 7 days, 14 days, 30 days to let your user try your app. And for you, it will help to boost the app adoption and the app conversion.
That sounds awesome. So free trials are great and all, but I also want to monetize my app. Can the App Studio help me with that?
Yeah. Talking about money, you can add an embedded payment form in the app to start generating revenue from the app with in-app purchases, for instance.
Awesome. So I have people trying my app and now paying for it. How can I track that information and continue to monitor their usage?
With the app monitoring setting, you will be able to find a lot of success metrics. How many app views, how many app installs, what is the revenue generated by my app, and so on. All these questions will be answered by the app monitoring settings.
Excellent. Wow, the App Studio seems like creating an app might be easy. But in all seriousness, the vision of the Akeneo App Studio is to enable one of our greatest ecosystems here at Akeneo, our greatest assets here at Akeneo, our ecosystem.
So from a partner developer standpoint, the App Studio will help you to build cloud-native apps at ease with pre-built components, accelerate your go-to-market, and reduce your TCO, and last but not least, of course, monetize your audience.
And for our customers, the App Studio is designed to help you discover and install apps with ease that are designed to help your business grow.
We hope you have enjoyed this sneak peek, and we hope to see your app soon on the Akeneo App Store.
Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Ali.
Hello, hello. Hello again, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Andrew, Product Director at Akeneo.
And I'm Ali Hanyololo. In case you weren't in my previous session, I lead the product marketing team. So we are going to be talking about a sneak peek, something that may or may not appear in the future, like these other sneak peeks, called Smart Companion. This is going to be the best sneak peek, by the way. I'm just saying right now. The one thing I love about Smart Companion, one thing I love about actually being at Akeneo, is how passionate our Akeneo PIM users are. And here is one of those passionate people, Julia. She manages the catalog with Akeneo PIM. And my goal, I want to make Julia look like a hero in our organization. I want her to be seen as somebody who is absolutely driving impact in the business. But she has some challenges with that, because even today, she still has some things that she has to do manually and repetitively. For example, there's one example right here. With, if we could click over, please. She works with a lot of very standard attributes that many organizations have for their product catalog, and there are things like cleaning advice that she has to enter in multiple times and make sure it's consistent based on material and color and so on. So, Andrew, any way that we can help Julia here with Smart Companion?
Absolutely, Ali. Let me tell you about it. Really excited to introduce you to Akeneo Smart Companion. And here it is, this little pop-up here with a suggestion, in line, relevant to the cleaning advice.
Thank you very much for coming, everybody. See you later.
That's it. Drop the mic. OK, so let's see what this suggestion proposes. So obviously, Julia can dismiss it if she doesn't want to be distracted by it. But let's say she clicks on it and wants to find out what the suggestion is. So here we notice that the Smart Companion has actually detected a pattern. It's seen that for the last 15 coats that have been created with a material of wool, the cleaning advice has always been the same. So that's great. It's detected a pattern. But actually, I think the smart part of Smart Companion is going beyond that. Not just detecting the pattern, but actually identifying an action that Julia can take and guiding her through that. So let's pause for a second and try and understand a little bit about what Smart Companion's doing to be able to do that and make those smart suggestions. It's processing and analyzing all of those PIM data signals, and then it's applying machine learning to not only detect those patterns, but to identify actions that can be taken. So it's really smart, but let's not forget, Julia is the expert. So the key thing that Smart Companion does is it gives Julia control, gives transparency, it allows her to see what the action is going to be, and it allows her to maybe change it if she wants to do that. So in this case, it's suggesting that it can automatically fill in data. So let's say, yes, I'd like to do that. And there we go. It actually presents a rule it's going to create. Now, Akeneo PIM has a really powerful rule engine and visual builder, but we know that Julia has a really heavy schedule and workload, so maybe she hasn't had the time to go and take a look at the rule engine and create some rules. So that's where Smart Companion really comes in. It's actually pre-generated this rule for her and allows her to then review it, decide if she's happy with it, and then she can also either accept it or change it. Super transparent. It gives Julia the control. Let's actually just take a quick look at the rule. So for every product in the family coats, material equals wool, set the attribute value to cleaning advice with dry clean. Super clear, super simple. Julia can understand what's going on here and say, yes, she actually wants to go ahead and activate this rule. That's it. The rule is activated. Very straightforward.
Awesome. I love that capability. Now, Another thing that Julia faces is inconsistency. And so we've all seen this, right? We've gone to a website and maybe we look at the facets to filter on products on the left-hand side, and you see like 3 or 4 different spellings and representations of exactly the same thing. And what happens is Julia's the one who ends up getting the blame for this, and it's not really her fault. The reason it's happening is that she is dealing with information that's being provided to her from different data sources, whether it's a supplier or somebody else. And that's where the inconsistencies come into play. So for example, right here, we can see for this particular wine that it's from the region of Bordeaux. Now, there could be multiple ways to represent that region. This is a true story. I once saw that spelt as B-O-R-D-O-H. Yeah, dough. That's not what we want to have in the experience with our products that our customers are ultimately going to see. So, how can Smart Companion help Julia here with these kinds of inconsistencies?
Great question, Ali. Let me show you.
All right, cool.
So here we go. There it is again, that very discreet message popping up. Doesn't really disturb Julia, but it gives her helpful advice. It's always there, available for her. So on the region, let's see what the suggestion is. All right, again, it's detected a pattern. It's noticed that across all of those products, Bordeaux is actually being spelt and set up differently. So there's different variations of it across all 56 products. So it's seen that pattern, and now it's suggesting that actually it can go ahead and harmonize those. Nice and clear direction. Julia understands what it's detected and then what the actions are. As always, she has the choice. She could either decide not to do something later, or in this case, she's going to go ahead and do it right now. So again, about the control and transparency from Smart Companion, Julia gets shown the different variations that are currently being used in the product for that region, different variations of Bordeaux. She can select one of those, or she can decide to actually enter something else completely different that she thinks is the right value to be used consistently everywhere. Coming back to Ali's point, all about consistency. Here, she actually selects Region de Bordeaux. She's happy with that. Goes ahead and says, let's harmonize the values. All 56 fields are updated. It's as simple as that.
Huge productivity booster there for Julia. Love it. Those complaints, I'm sure, will go away now. She won't have to deal with that. Now, speaking of different data sources, one thing that Julia has to do is she gets a lot of these sources and she has to bring those into the structure that they have in Akeneo PIM and Akeneo Product Cloud. Now, the great thing is that she's been using tailored imports, loves it, absolutely loves it, really helping her out. But the thing is, I wonder if Smart Companions can take things to the next level out there for her. And maybe there are things out there that could help her even more, maybe, and maybe make her look like even more of a hero. I don't know, something there maybe with Smart Companion?
Funny you should ask, Ali. But there is. Who knew, right? Okay, so just a comment on this. Obviously, this is quite a simple mapping that we're showing here. We know that in reality, in the real world, all of you are dealing with multiple complex data sources, multiple suppliers. You know, doing that mapping exercise is a time-consuming task. Takes a lot of time and effort. And you know, thankfully, there's a lot of actually solutions, new and emerging on the market that use machine learning and AI to actually automate and streamline that mapping and make it a lot faster. So let's see how Smart Companion can help Julia perhaps leverage some of those solutions that are available. No surprise, suggestion pops up. We'll click the suggestion, and here we are. So again, it's highlighting to Julia some data. It's highlighting the fact that she's been doing this type of import and mapping. She's done it 18 times, spent more than 14 hours. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time of Julia's time that she could have been spending on even more business valuable work and effort. So it's an important thing. Now, the other thing about Smart Companion is it's smart enough to understand the apps that are in the App Store. And in particular, it understands the use cases that the apps can solve. So it's able to identify, in this case, it's a mapping use case, try and identify apps that are appropriate for solving and helping improve the mapping exercise. So It directs Julia to the App Store. She just clicks Check Our Apps. And there are 6 different options presented. And the first one presented here is an AI mapping app that's going to learn and improve over time and really accelerate her ability to do that mapping exercise much, much faster. She can click on it. She can try it out. She can decide later if that's what she wants to buy. Super powerful. It's great.
I love it. I know Julia is as well. We can't wait to show it to her. Should this see the light of day one day? Now, this smart companion, it's much more than AI. I'm in marketing. I can barely spell AI. So it's all about reducing errors. It's allowing individuals and teams, employees who are working with this rich product records to ensure that they are focusing on the things that matter for the business and for their customers. It's going to allow them to be so much more efficient at what they do, eliminate those manual and repetitive tasks, and let that be taken care of by Smart Companion. That means that they're going to be able to meet those deadlines and get to reduce that time to activation. And ultimately, they're all going to be much happier at the end of the day and are going to want to do more with Akeneo Product Cloud. So Andrew, I say we open up that bottle of Bordeaux and have a toast to Julia. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's click over to the next slide. Thank you very much, everybody. I'd now like to, thank you. I'd now like to hand it over to Jennifer and Benjamin, AKA Benifer. I nearly called them Benifer earlier. They're going to introduce you to the second best sneak peek today, and that is Actionable Insights. Go ahead, guys.
Thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager here at Akeneo.
And hi, I'm Benjamin, Product Director at Akeneo, and I'm here with you today. We are here with you today to talk about how we are envisioning to leverage product analytics to help you make more informed decisions about your products or market opportunities with Akeneo Actionable Insights.
So as you know, the Akeneo Product Cloud offers a centralized system of record for all of your product information, for all of your teams, and all of your sales channels. It's an end-to-end solution that collects data from systems such as your ERP or data from suppliers, and then we enrich it with the technical, emotional, and usage data that's necessary to create those compelling product experiences that today's buyers expect. And once all of that data has been enriched, we can distribute it across all of your channels and regions. And that's a pretty strong process, right? But for the next few minutes, let's imagine how we can make it even stronger by bringing in actionable insights to provide insight into how the product catalog is doing, how you can improve the quality of your product information, or what if you could receive recommendations for new opportunities for growth? This is where Akeneo Actionable Insights comes into play, and Benjamin is going to tell us all about it.
Yes, in order to have a flourishing business, it is essential to be able to measure and collect data about your business. And I'm pretty sure here this is something you already do, measuring conversion rates, return rates, or time to market. With Akeneo Actionable Insight, we would like to give you a way to oversee your business through the product lens. For example, starting with process efficiency, how can Akeneo help you improve your team's overall productivity? And also help you identify areas to improve your data enrichment processes so you can get your product to market faster. And what about the impact on revenue? How do good product experiences impact your business or your return rates? Are customers able to find your products? And finally, how can Akeneo help you discover new growth opportunities? What are the best channels for your business? And how could emerging market trends impact your business as well? Let's briefly have a look at what we are envisioning.
So first, let's think about our Akeneo PIM users, the people who are working in the Akeneo PIM on a near daily basis, our contributors, our marketing teams, and our content teams. We want to provide them with insights to help them do their jobs more efficiently. And what we're seeing here on screen is what we're calling an operational dashboard. And it's chock full of KPIs and metrics to provide insight into what is going on in your product catalog, as well as opportunities to improve. So for example, we can provide insight into overall team productivity. How many products are each of your team members managing in the Akeneo PIM? And how much time are they spending working in Akeneo PIM on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis? We can also summarize time to market for specific products. You can see here on our dashboard that we are able to bring boots to market in about 8 days. But when it comes to sneakers, it takes us 12 days. So maybe we want to take a closer look at our processes to understand if there's something we could do to streamline our work with sneakers. And another area where we could provide insight is to help identify branding issues. For example, let's say that you're a manufacturer and you're working with a lot of different retailers, and you want to make sure that they have access to the correct brand information, that they're working with the most recent branding guidelines, that they're using the best keywords, and they're using approved images. With Akeneo Actionable Insights, we can monitor the information that retailers are posting on public sites and then alert you to any branding issues that we discover so that you can then work with your retailers to make sure that they're properly representing your brand. And we can also provide insight into your best and your worst selling products. If a product isn't performing as expected, we can provide guidance to how to improve your product data. And Benjamin, can you tell us more about how this will work?
Yes, sure. Akeneo Actionable Insight will allow you to centralize your data coming from multiple systems, like your Akeneo Product Cloud, of course, but also your e-commerce platforms, your marketplaces, your already existing tools, like Google Analytics, for instance. Akeneo Actionable Insight will allow you to see at a glance how your business is performing, from your sales revenue to your worst and best-selling products. You'll be able to monitor all you ever wanted to see in the Akeneo Actionable Insight dashboard.
So this pair of jeans here on the dashboard, it's not performing as expected. So let's take a closer look and see what's going on. All right, so it's only receiving 1 star out of 5. That's not great.
Yes, and the return rate is skyrocketing. Akeneo Actionable Insight will allow you to analyze the situation and gives you recommendations to improve. In this example, customer feedback from your e-commerce website is a gold mine. Many customers complain about the fact that the product is not the right size. So maybe there's a mistake somewhere. It looks like the size information displayed on the website is incorrect. So now that you know what the problem is, you can quickly correct the size information inside your PIM, and soon your customers will be able to see the correct sizing information on the website and thus buying the right products. So Akeneo Actionable Insight will provide you with concrete actions on your product catalog to make sure your products are always at their best. And this is only one example amongst many.
Okay, so this is a great use case of how Akeneo can help operational teams be more efficient in their work and to optimize the product catalog. And this is pretty cool. But what else could we do? What about providing data to support more strategic decisions? Decisions that can help drive more revenue. We have another dashboard specifically designed for strategic teams, and it's packed with insights about sales performance and market opportunities to help decision makers identify new opportunities for growth.
Being able to see at a glance how your business is performing with key metrics, such as revenue on the different channels you are selling to. This is something rather common, right? But where Akeneo can bring you value is putting in context your business with others around you. Akeneo could gather key insights about your market or industry to help you identify emerging trends, to provide suggestions on how to optimize the business you already have, and to expand your business even more. We really aim at giving you personalized insights tailored to your business. On the dashboard here, alongside the generated revenue from the different channels you are selling to, e-commerce, marketplace, and brick-and-mortar shops here, you will have access to new marketplace opportunities to optimize your business. You will also have access to geographic expansion suggestions in new territories that make sense for you. You will also have access to new emerging trends coming from the market, like a new trending color, I don't know if you know, but it looks like that purple sneakers are quite trending right now. Free advice. And insight about your market or industry, just to name a few.
So that you're saying Akeneo will be able to provide information about your specific market.
Yes, exactly. For example, Akeneo Actionable Insight could tell you that 74% of companies like yours are selling on this new marketplace called Amazing. And could be a good idea to think about readjusting your sales mix and sell your products there.
Or something else to think about. How can data help you better understand where to reach your customers? We know today's buyers are omni-channel in nature, but they expect the same consistent product experience no matter where they are shopping. With Akeneo Actionable Insights, we can tell you that 79% of e-commerce sessions are taking place on a mobile device. Perhaps it's time to start thinking about adopting a mobile-first approach.
Another real-life example. Did you know that 41% of shoppers rely on influencers or bloggers for their purchase IDs? Might be a good idea to reach these people on social media to increase your product visibility. And these are just a few examples of how insights can help you make more informed decisions about your business.
So what about expansion? For a lot of businesses, expansion can be a very complicated subject.
Yeah, indeed. And with our market expertise, Akeneo Actionable Insight can give you new opportunities for you. Let's imagine you are selling your products all across the United States, and you're pretty successful at it. But the market is saturated, and it could be difficult to expand there. Akeneo might identify for you that expanding a specific line of product in Europe, for example, could be a good opportunity. We could provide you with leads on where to find the most reliable distributor. We don't want you to spend all that time consolidating data about your business. We want to do that for you, and then we want to make sure that you can spend most of your time running your business.
So we're excited about the possibilities with Akeneo Actionable Insights, and we hope you are too. By bringing more analytics to the Akeneo Product Cloud, we can deliver operational insights that help improve product data quality and ultimately product performance. And by bringing strategic insights into the Akeneo Product Cloud, we'll be able to enable those strategic decision makers with insights into new growth opportunities. But most importantly, with Akeneo Actionable Insights, we will be reinforcing our commitment to helping you unlock growth. Thank you.
Thank you.